I was introduced to Torn City, and that was when everything stopped functioning. I was out with some people who at the time I considered real close friends. It is true what they say about Torn. When you log in that first time, that's a high you will never get again. It ruined me completely. It took total control over me. Torn City has ruined my reputation, my self worth, and my self respect. Over the next year or so, I would lose my home, my wife, all my financial resources, my health, and almost my life. I also spent 2 years in prison because of my addiction to Torn City. I've definitely thought about quitting. Hell, I've even managed to stay off Torn for 10 whole days. Well, not exactly 10 whole days straight, but 10 days is 10 days, right? During those 10 days, though, the only thing on my mind was Torn City. And if somebody offered me any Torn, I would have signed in. In fact, that's why I didn't make it the 10 days straight. I was doing so well. 3 days in, and a fellow addict contacted me to say that our faction was wearing JFC. Do you know what that does to a person? They said my faction needed me, that Torn needed me. This was like offering a man a large glass of water after he'd been wandering the desert for days upon days. I had thought this person was my friend. No, I had thought this person as a family member. Obviously, I thought wrong. Would a real friend offer you Torn City knowing full well you were trying to quit? No, they only wanted me back in Torn because they themselves couldn't quit, enabling me so they could convince themselves that their own addiction was okay. If others were doing it too, it couldn't be that bad, right? Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, my point is I'll never quit Torn. My crippling addiction to the game prevents me from ever actually quitting. Or maybe that was my addiction to crack cocaine. I always get those two mixed up.